across to Mustafa Shaikh joining us live from right outside Rhea Chakraborty's home. Mustafa, take us through what you see there. We saw Arvind Oja showing us NCB sleuths, their reactions coming in first right at 6:40. What do we know at this minute right outside Rhea's home? Who are those who are outside? Is the NCB, all the NCB officers are all in? Is there anybody guarding outside? Anybody keeping a check? We understand that this entire operation was completely a big surprise that came into Rhea's family. Rhea Chakraborty and Showik there. Of course, NCB sleuths landing up there unannounced. Must have been hard for them to accommodate the officers right early in the morning. 6:40 a.m. they arrived, knocked onto the doors, and even as we speak, raids underway. Take us through what you know.
Yes, of course, this raid is being conducted under NDPS Act. Now, we have to understand first that the CBI and Enforcement Directorate had called Rhea and her family for questioning. NCB has taken a different investigation route. They have raided Rhea Chakraborty's house in Juhu. We are getting to see live videos of Mumbai policemen who are only giving security to the NCB officials who are inside. Now, what happens is that there is a very crucial point here is that once the person named Zed Vilatra was arrested, he had taken name of Showik and Samuel Miranda. Rather than calling Showik for questioning, the NCB has taken the route of raiding it. They believe that if there is something which they have to hide or worth hiding, they want to seize that material so that it can be produced in court and as evidence. Arvind was pointing out rightly that NDPS Act does give NCB the powers that if somebody during their statement confesses something, it can be counted as basically in the court of law. So they have that advantage and they are using it fully. Now, we didn't know that a case where Enforcement Directorate and CBI is not able to get their hands on something, the NCB would come here, would investigate and would take the investigation in a different route. Remember, if there is any arrest related to this case which has happened, it has been done by NCB. In the drug case, they have arrested 2 people and now they are investigating further. What is likely to happen today? Once the NCB raid is conducted and over, we'll know for sure whether there was something related to narcotics which was seized, whether there was some cash which was seized from Chakraborty family's house. So these are the 2 important points. Remember, Samuel Miranda, the house manager of Sushant Singh Rajput, his house is also being raided at the same point of time. The link is Samuel Miranda, Sushant Singh Rajput and Showik Chakraborty. This is the link which the NCB at this point is trying to establish. They have also gone through the provisions which can help them get conviction and arrest in this case. They are also likely to say that there are some sections which refer that if a person is not arrested even with the possession, but it can be proven that they have consumed narcotics or banned substances, they can be taken to the court of law. So there are different things which the NCB team over the 10 days planned and now they are executing it. Back to you.
Absolutely, Mustafa. It's going to be a tough day and long day for Rhea, Showik, their family, and of course even Samuel Miranda. These are people who've been extensively involved in the drug link. Many of the message exchanges that show that Rhea Chakraborty, Showik and Samuel Miranda have been trying to procure drugs. Now, who was that drugs for? Was it to give it to Sushant? Was it without Sushant's knowledge, or was it on Sushant's command that the 3 were acting and trying to procure drugs, buy it, purchase it? In fact, Samuel Miranda is said to have been spending Sushant's money to buy drugs time and again. And now the NCB sleuths carrying out a massive search operation, a 5-member Narcotics Control Bureau team there, raiding the house of Showik Chakraborty, where Rhea also stays along with her parents. And this comes indeed as a big development in the drug probe into Sushant Singh Rajput's death. The 5-member team currently inside Rhea Chakraborty's home, simultaneously also raiding Samuel Miranda's house. You remember when we saw sleuths of the NCB walk in with full focus, including a lady officer there just in case, considering there are women in the house. She also joined in the investigation there, the NCB sleuths there, entered Rhea's home, Samuel Miranda's home. Even as we speak, Raids currently underway. Searches underway. We're going to slip into a short break. We'll be right back. Do stay tuned.